So this is actually UTA. It's where I did some postgraduate work on my etymology, I guess, degree, or getting my teaching certification, statewide certification. But it was all in postgraduate. So actually this is partially my graduate school. My half-brother Clint actually graduated from UTA, software degree, software engineering, believe it or not. It's mostly that kind of school. It's kind of a techie school. A lot of computer-based stuff. I think they have a pretty big law department too. The theater department here, it's not bad. It's just they've never really excelled, but it's not a bad department. I actually knew and was directed by one of the lead acting coaches or acting teachers or professors, really acting professor or theater professor. Galp, I believe was his name. Pretty good teacher. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just not SMU or Texas Wesleyan, things like that. I actually ended up graduating at UNT, but I also went to the New School University, which is out in New York, and that one does excel big time in the theater department and acting, and even film now. It's a very big film school too. If you ever heard of a guy named Sean Baker, he studied non-linear editing. I believe it was non-linear editing, and it's an advanced editing class for I believe it was postgraduate level. He was probably there by the time I was there. Another guy that was involved with the New School's iconic actor Bradley Cooper, who also, see, the idea behind the New School was it was a New School of social research. So they had big teachers there. Stella Adler was based at the New School. Everybody went there back in the day. That was where you went to study acting. Even Marlon Brando, James Dean was probably connected. It's a long list of movie stars, very long list of movie stars and directors and writers, creative types that went to the New School University. It has a history of housing artists and teaching artists. But the idea behind the New School is social research. So they wanted to teach their students to kind of look at society in a different way and research it. Just research it. Doing research on things is a big basis to method acting and even the actor studio. You don't have to. You can use your imagination. But that's still a form of research in a way, because you're researching your creative possibilities, and it's always going to draw from something. You're always going to do some type of research. But this is a pretty good school. I have studied here. The one thing that they, for some reason, I don't know, but the time when I studied, multiculturalism and the celebration of different cultures was a big deal at University of Texas Arlington, and part of the Texas competencies. Sadly enough, I don't feel, and I hate to use the word enforced, because I don't like that word, enforced, but I don't think that multiculturalism is respected in a lot of schools. And still, even today, in our society where we're supposed to live in a democratic society and be able to choose and make choices, people are told not to. And a lot of times they either blame or persecute them in a way because of nationality. If not nationality, then it could be a disability. It could be just a uniqueness. It could be because they can. Sometimes people are easily manipulated. And the problem, and this goes all the way back to North Texas, with education today, especially higher education, is the loan. It really is. It's a problem because they're targeting and preying, especially the Republican Party. I hate to blame the Republicans, but I do blame them. They're targeting and preying on certain types of students to profit. Okay, and if you do social research, you're going to find out that there's certain organizations, statewide organizations, federal organizations that prey. And when I mean prey, think of an animal preying on a weaker animal, right? So that they can profit off of their weakness, right? And hardship is really no excuse for a person to not to be able to apply themselves in academia. I wouldn't say that this is all about academia. A lot of it's about intuition or going on your gut. But I think a lot of schools, like I say, they prey. And I mean Prey. I wrote a play called Pray to Willie, which was about a special ed classroom. It's actually set in HEB area, but the hunting after the weaker is in the academia, and it's going to be found in the loan. You're going to find a lot of students that are going to be leaving schools in a tremendous amount of debt. And if they're the artist type, I think that's predatorial in the fact that, well, this guy was studying painting and he's got $150,000 loan, that's just not realistic. But yet the school or the college allowed it to happen in some form or fashion, right? They sign here, sign here, sign here. Of course, the person's going to sign because, for one thing, they're going to want their housing. They're going to want to be able to paint or act or be on stage or create a scenic thing on stage, or they're going to want to be their artist because they're using the equipment of the school to express themselves. And of course, they're going to do that. That's predatorial, because there's no promise or guarantee that that person's going to end up a teacher or paid by the state or a professor. Not everybody can be a business person, and not everybody is business minded. But when you prey upon someone and it's predatorial, and you know that person's not business minded, that they're more of like an artist, then that's a form of predatorial lending, which should be illegal. It actually is illegal on the bank side. You cannot predatorial, or you cannot prey upon the weak to profit, especially a huge bank. That's called predatorial lending. It's when a bigger organization preys upon the smaller or weak to profit off of them, okay? And schools do this as well. So if banks today are not allowed to lend to the weaker, then why would the schools do the same and leave someone stranded with nothing but money, drowning in money? Money is a major, major problem. It is a major problem with our society today. And if I were able to take office and move up, those laws that would be initiated would be showing the blood flow of money. Okay? I'm using that metaphorically, but showing the flow of money. See, we got money coming here, we got money coming, that kind of thing. And then analyzing that and saying, why is this particular person suffering because of the circulation of money and the way that it's being dished out? And why are these loans, why is this happening? And then we would show how, right? So there'd be caps on what people could borrow. That goes in all forms. Because remember, if you're dealing with forgiving student loans, then you're going to be dealing with other types of loans as well. And there should be caps, meaning they should protect other people. When I was a banker, I was taught to save the customer, not to prey upon the customer or the client or the, whatever you want to call the person that's starting an account. Let's say if someone comes from another country to our country, say like from Mexico or a foreign country, wherever, and they want to open an account, okay? The bank is not going to immediately start handing out money to them because, for one thing, they're going to consider them probably a hardship, but they're still going to allow them to breathe. They're still going to allow them to open the account and to get started in the money-making business or making money in income, and they're going to value their income for over that year or so. Then later on, when they see that they can make a certain amount, then they can start talking about loans, okay? And this is just people, any kind of person. This goes in any form or fashion. It's not just a business loan or an auto loan or governmental loan to a family. It's not just a student loan. It's not just, it's all loans, all forms and fashions of loans in any form or fashion. Okay? And I met many people when I was at the bank that could say, hey, listen, there are companies and organizations, even the federal government, that are making money off of people's Social Security number, right? Their actual number. They're profiting off of you because you have a number tagged upon you, right? And that number is worth a certain amount of money. I mean, this goes back to kind of like Matrix kind of stuff. You ever seen the movie Matrix with Keanu Reeves? That you're a number to these people. And when that can be proven, then I think the government should start being sued. And they should start paying the price for them not knowing humanity and not admitting that I treated you like a number, right? You're a number, right? The idea is that you're a person. Now, we can go back and look at history, and there was another country that treated people like they were numbers. And they burned them to ash and hid their sin from other people to see. And that was the Holocaust. We're in an invisible Holocaust now. It's harder to see. So when you know these things are happening, then you know there's injustice, right? That's research. Do the research and find out. And look at all of these things. I've mentioned and condemned the donut operator, him expressing almost like a football game of these Gestapo people crushing other people. And we just saw that the other day with 3 officers in the South banging a immigrant's head against the concrete over saliva, nearly killing him, probably doing some brain damage there. And we know the Gestapo is still out there and present, acting as a friend with the voice of a dragon. And when we know this is true in fact, then there'll be a time we rise up and we say no more. There will be a time that this will happen. And they will lose their power. And the power will be given to the meek. Because God's army is that of the crippled and the poor. And those that are weak, watch out, for those have the true power. So predatory lending basically is very wrong. And we need to get in control of this stuff very soon. Because and watch a channel called The Invisible People. There are people that are suffering pretty bad. Be grateful for what you have now. Be grateful for every crumb that goes into your mouth. Because there are people that are starving because of what I'm talking about. And it goes down to predatory lending in any form or fashion of a loan. Okay? This goes all the way back to the Merchant of Venice. If you ever read Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice. There's an evil out there, and it's lurking and searching for you. It wants to offer you something, and it wants you to sign a piece of paper. I'd rather die. cut herself tonight. And she's not always the best with knives, but it wasn't that bad. I looked at it. And I got some of this lemon ginger here.
Oh yeah, we do have those chicken.
All right, 99 cents sell. And I'll get some lemon ginger. Good closeout deals. You got this soap right here. It's 3-in-1 soap. This looks pretty good. You can use it for your hair or body or bath, whatever. Oh, almost dropped it there. And then we got this well, no, this is actually Speed Stick right here. Speed Stick, 50% off right here. You can get this woman stuff right here, 50% off. And Century Woman vitamins, you know, or just regular Century vitamins here. Jello hand soap and turkey gravy. This is probably like half off. You get your classic lime blends right here if you're looking for just lime. Pretty good right here. And then a bunch of other stuff all along here, 50% off. This is kind of cool too. Zarbee's baby. You've got a baby, you're trying to save some money. And then you've got some of this stuff like right here. Oh, look at this. I have no idea what that is. 50% off this Love Beauty stuff right here. And over here earlier, and then I turned around, I was like, my goodness, these Chicos are actually 50% off right here. And then you got Splenda. I don't know what this is, like some kind of collagen protein oats. And cucumber turmeric. I don't know what turmeric is. Probably something for immunity and recovery. It looks pretty good, 50% off. You've got all of this stuff. It's like clean products here. All of this right here. Macaroni and cheese if you're looking for a special deal right here. And then I noticed this right here. I don't know if this is free or not. But it looked like I've never seen I forgot the names. The Incredibles, maybe? There's an eye on it. It's saving the day. Yeah, it's from The Incredibles. One thing is, when I took my kids to go see that, it was an incredible feat to keep them still. They were just running around the entire time. It's like, hey kids, Holly Hunter's voice is in it. Let's watch it.
I don't think that's.
They didn't care. They just ran around the entire time. Anyway, this is we're looking at clearance right here. This is 50% off right here. So if you're getting ready for fall and it's snow coming, these may be some really good ones. I have like 3 or 4 of them, so I don't really need any. But this looks really cool too. What is it? Oh, Arizona packet. Yeah, you put this in water.
$1.50.
Yeah, and it makes a little Arizona tea. How much is it? 50% off?
Yeah, so it's $1.50, 15 cents each.
We're at Albertsons right there. You can see Albertsons. They're getting ready for the night stocking. Actually, used to do night stocking for a while. It's pretty tough.
Thanks for shopping us.
Oh, she kind of disappeared over here by the dog food aisle. I have no idea. It's like a purple light.
Black light.
Yeah, it's actually very strange.
I'm hungry, but not hungry. I don't know. It's like I am hungry, but. Well, I ate what we ate earlier, and then I had a little bit of soup.
All right, August 26, 2022, and we're going shopping. I'm going to send up the other 2 vlogs back to back, 2 days in a row. So I'm about to send those up, so you're getting this later on. But it is August 26th.
Yay.
And welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. I'm Cole.
I'm Linda.
What I was listening to, I don't remember what director or what creative artist it was, but they were saying like everyone out there is in some form or fashion an actor. So you have your costume that you choose, like, you know, that you put together that day, that you wear. Your cast members or your entourage, your cast that you have your scenery that you work with, you know. Everyone does this every day in some form or fashion. Isn't it interesting?
That is interesting.
Yeah. That you are your own, you're basically an actor. And you present, I can't remember all the wording that the guy used. One of them was costume. You have your own costume. You have your own entourage that you have, your own cast. You have some form of production company, because if you make money, that's production. That's financial production. So everybody has it in some form or fashion nowadays. So it's interesting. They've always had it. So I think that's cool.
Shortly. Would you like to try the new Tasty Bite all-natural protein bowl, Mexican style? Only costs $3.48 at the local Walmart. And it's 8.8 ounces. Ooh, I wonder how many calories it has. I would say 360. 350. 8 grams of fat. 20% iron. That must come from the rice. Has a delicious citrus cilantro vinaigrette.
How much is it?
$3.48, which is the price of Taco Bell. Want a tuna?
Yeah, you know, there's always fish. Yeah, I think so. I think we have.
I don't think I like the texture. Maybe if you grill it. Let me see. What about mackerel? That's kind of a heartier fish, right? Mackerel?
Probably.
You would need some breadcrumbs in here. We have Kodiak.
So what does it do again?
Let me just see what's on it.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
Oh, we have Kodiak protein pack. Muffin Power Cup blueberry. Ooh, good amount of protein. Huh. And all you do is just lift the lid, put water in it or milk, stir until combined, and then microwave it for 60 seconds.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for $1.92. I would buy it if it's $1. Ooh, snow cap lard. Ugh, what do you even use that for? Ooh, and this is Spanish too. That's Spanish, right? Is that Spanish? Or is that...
I'd say it's Spanish, yeah.
Hey, just like the...
What is it exactly, though? It's snowcap lard morel with hydrogen lard.
They made that bigger and upped the price.
What is this exactly, though?
$3.47. This is made for families, not for 2 people.
But what is it, though?
I don't know. It's called snow crop lard.
So it's for pies. Maybe it's for pies.
Oh, I remember one of my coworkers. She was drinking
Apple cider.
Oh, I think I tried it. Distilled white vinegar is always good to have on hand. If you're making steaks or something, you add that with some seasoning.
Why are we looking at cornbread mix? Are we going to make cornbread? We're just kind of stuck on this aisle. The granulated sugar aisle is pretty much what it would be. Light brown sugar.
We are going to need this.
You can smell it from here. We are going to need it for what?
Eventually, I want to do my own sloppy Joe mix, and you need brown sugar.
I didn't know that.
And I wish they made smaller bags, because we're only going to end up using this once. But I think they do sell it at the $1.25 Dollar Tree. So, not now.
All right, good. It's like a bunch of spice mix stuff. Parsley flakes to ground cloves to
Have you tried this before?
celery.
Himalayan pink salt.
I haven't seen this
I feel
really.
like when your mom was in town,
Himalayan?
she was gonna buy it or something.
What's it for?
Yeah, it's just healthier salt for you. It's from a rock.
So it's healthy salt.
You didn't see me put them on?
No, I didn't see it.
Seriously? That was like a whole 45 seconds. While you were talking about
Let me see them. Let me see them.
Ooh.
Cool.
Let's not forget your bread.
This is the first thing they come after right here is this bread right here. All of this by the end of the day will be gone. All this multi-grain, all of that will be gone. This will be left because higher end. This is only $2.12. It's about the same price. This is actually 100% vitamin C right here. Some kind of blend. Is it a lemon juice?
100% vitamin E.
It has a lemon on it.
Vitamin C and E, apple, orange, carrot, and pineapple. Apple, orange, carrot, and pineapple.
So it's $3.12.
Oh yeah, actually like
I know
500
calculus.
stuff in it. But we'll go ahead and get this. 7.7 cents.
But we're gonna get the pure rocks.
7.7 cents an ounce. $1.36 divided by 2, which is an extra 20 cents. 16 cents, 20.23. So $1.23.
It's like some fall stuff they're starting to get right here. All down this way. Kitchen, wash your hands, say grace, no texting at the table. Imagine that, texting at the table. Say please and thank you, talk about your day. This is amazing, texting at the table. That's pretty crazy. We vlog at the table. But I guess it's different than texting. Getting ready for the fall experience. Here's Halloween over here. Halloween stuff right here. Little ghost right here. All the Halloween candy coming up. $5.78. Give them a nutritious meal for Halloween. Say, here's your nutrition, kid. You go get them. Go get them. These are pretty legit ones, though, right here. These are all the missing ones right here. There's over a dozen of them. Okay, so this stuff is actually pretty good. It's called Raw Kabuchi Synergy. It's a ginger aid. And you can actually see the ginger at the bottom. See how it's floating? You can see it. And I shake it as I drink it. You see it, you can hear it fizzing. So it does have like a fizzing. There are some calories. It's only like 50 calories. They're not cheap. Sometimes they're up to $4. Walmart, they're $3.20 or something, or $3.40. Oh man, okay. Sorry, she's closing the trunk. We're at Aldi's right now. She's going into Aldi's. But it's somewhat affordable. It is helping with congestion. I did have like a coughing fit the other day, and it scratched my throat. So I figured let's go ahead and do something about it. So I'm doing more of these types of juices. There's another one that I'm doing. That's another version of this Synergy drink right here. But this one's raw. So, and I heard good things about ginger when it comes to congestion. It's a little bit better today, but not perfect. I'm still kind of coughing and got the sinus issues and congestion. But I don't have, like, it's not, there's no, like, sore throat or anything. Although my throat was a little bit sore from the coughing. But this is pretty good. I suggest this kind of stuff right here. And immediately you start to feel something. It's pretty quick acting, too. I don't feel as congested as I did when I started. I only drank about this much of it. But you can see at the bottom, it's floating around inside there. Don't know a lot about it. Don't know where it's from. Oh, it's from California. It's actually from Beverly Hills. If I can see this stuff. It's a Beverly Hills drink. So they produce the stuff in California. It's organic. But if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, I think it says, please consult with your health care professional before consuming our products. So it's a serious drink. But I used to do a Dwala. A Dwala was they don't have it really on the market. And Dwala was like the best.